A woman claims her husband's death could have been prevented by an awareness campaign about a little-known snorkeling danger, according to her lawsuit against the Hawaii Tourism Authority and the Hawaii Visitors Convention Bureau. Officially, 64-year-old Ray Johnson's cause of death in February 2022 was ruled drowning, the leading cause of death for tourists in Hawaii, by a coroner, according to Patty Johnson's lawsuit. But her attorney, Jay Stumke, told Fox News Digital the experienced snorkeler's last moments did not resemble a traditional drowning at all. He told a friend, "I'm having trouble breathing," and they tried to bring him in, Stumke said Wednesday. A friend helped him to shore, but he died on the beach in Maui. Jury says California man who sexually assaulted hikers, sleeping women poses serious danger to society rather than aspirating water. Stumke said Johnson likely died of rapid-onset pulmonary edema, or ROPE, sometimes known as drowning from the inside. When rapid-onset pulmonary edema comes on, the swimmer's lungs fill with bodily fluids, reducing the organ's ability to deliver oxygen and leading to hypoxia. Reed on the Fox News app suffers panic, become weak and often fall unconscious. The sudden onset of the condition can be so intense that snorkelers are unable to signal for help, and death can occur in just minutes, according to an editorial in the Honolulu Star-Advertiser by pulmonologist Dr. Philip R. Foti. "It didn't make sense when I received the autopsy report that just said, drowning," Patty Johnson, Ray's wife, told ABC7. "And I was like, I was watching him come in. When you're drowning, I don't think you're making your way in. I don't think you're talking to the people you're with." A number of risk factors can contribute to rope deaths, among them the physiological effects of recent air travel, according to a study by the State Department of Health's Snorkel Safety Subcommittee. Cruise ship docks at New York City port with 44-foot dead endangered whale caught on ITS bow. A man snorkels in the clear water of the Pacific Ocean at Carl Smith Beach Park January 15, 2024, in Hilo, Hawaii. Hypoxia induced by rapid-onset pulmonary edema, ROPE, is the cause of some, probably most, snorkel-related fatal and near-fatal drownings, the study's authors wrote in their interim report, which is cited in Johnson's lawsuit. Stumke said waiting 3 days after disembarking from their plane before donning a snorkel can greatly reduce the risk of preventable death. Generally, tourists fly at least 5 hours to get to Hawaii, according to the study, and given that airplanes are pressurized at an equivalent of up to 8,500 feet elevation, the permeability of the lungs' membranes may be affected in a way that predisposes toward the development of ROPE. Ray should have been told that he was at particular risk of this for a variety of reasons, including the fact that he'd just flown in, Stumke said. "They were going to be in there for 2 weeks. His wife has told me if they knew about this safety study and what it said, they would just hang out by the pool and drink Mai Tais for a couple days." Mother of Australian surfers killed in Mexico delivers touching eulogy at San Diego Beach. Patty and Ray Johnson are pictured in an undated photo. "Most people don't just come in for a weekend to snorkel. They come for a period of time and have a number of things they want to do," Stumke said. "If they're told they should wait, they will." But according to Johnson's lawsuit, Hawaii's Tourism Authority and other groups have done little to forewarn tourists despite having knowledge of the risks and ready-to-use warnings at hand from this industry-funded study. The Tourism Authority hasn't shared those warnings. "They aren't prominently featured on any website or featured in any brochures or videos or anything," Stumke said. Between 2012 and 2021, 184 tourists died in snorkeling accidents compared to just 20 local residents. "It's impossible on autopsy to determine if someone died by a traditional drowning or this sudden onset pulmonary edema," Stumke said. "Either way, there's fluid in your lungs and a lack of oxygen. 2 factors make rope deaths more common for snorkelers than those participating in other water activities, according to the 2017 study: the swimmer's prone position in the water and the narrow tube of their snorkels, which creates resistance to inhalation. Dr. Foti wrote in his findings that, generally, the simpler the snorkel, the less resistance it generated. However, other factors, sometimes not visible, such as the size at the narrowest opening or the design of the valves, made visual determination of resistance unreliable. The Hawaii House of Representatives attempted to pass a bill that would require first responders to record data on the types of snorkels used by tourists who drowned during the activity. But the bill was never passed, according to the Hawaii State Legislature website. The type of mask and snorkel used were only recorded in 16% of snorkeling-related deaths, Foti wrote. While a full face mask was used in 5 of these cases and a traditional two-piece mask was used in 11, the 2017 study noted that full face masks can't be removed in urgent situations, and users can't spit their snorkel out to improve their breathing. Stumke said Patty had begun to print small cards with details about rope. In doing so, she has been, in a very real way, doing more to try to educate about this than what the state of Hawaii and the tourism industry have done. Anytime she hears someone is going on a snorkeling trip, she gives someone one of these cards and says, "Please, don't let what happened to Ray happen to you. Wait a while and follow these other tips," Stumke said. The Hawaii Tourism Authority, Hawaii Visitors and Convention Bureau, the Fairmont Kea Lani Maui and Accor Management did not respond to a request for comment on the pending lawsuit. Original article source: Hawaii tourist dies on Maui beach, and wife alleges state failed to warn her about snorkeling danger.